Namaskaram. So nice talking to you, seeing you all. Om Swastiastu.
Yes, sir. What a great personality you are. Such
Animi
deep.
Ashirvadam. Everything is your Ashirvadam, and all things have come from this pyramid, what is just next to me.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
So, Namaskaramu, Andraki, Sabhanki Namaskaramu, Om Swastiastu. Uh, Let me begin with my salutations to my great Guru, our Mahapunyamu. It's our luck today. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakarya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurume Deva, Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Om Shri Mahaganadipate Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Matrubhyo Namaha. Putrubhyo Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram. Respected Patreji, all the organizers of PSSM Global Committee, Brahma Rishi Patreji, Manoj Garu, and all my friends and brothers and sisters across the globe. It's my honor to be sharing few words along with you great people today. Greetings from Bali. In Bali, we always greet in a very traditional way as Om Swastiastu. Let everything be good for everybody. So this is Swastiastu from Bali. Today is a very important day. Even in Bali, we are celebrating Ganesha Chaturthi. Ganesha Chaturthi was a program started in India, as you all know. It's a movement. So we started Ganesha Chaturthi here around 16 years back. Yeah, it was a small movement we started. Today now we have almost a gathering of 1,500, 2,000 people in the main streets of Bali. We make the Ganesha Stapana, we take out the procession, and people are following a lot of things. So we share our, basically, Bali India Friendship Association is to link the culture between the rest of the world to Bali, and also take many great Bali culture and link to the other part of the world. This is our great job. In this great job, I'm so honored that I met great leaders like Brahma Rishi Patriji. Very simply, very humbly, very honestly, I was not very having any sort of information much about Patriji unless until I see him. The minute I see him, I heard about him, then there's a saying that when you hear somebody, I heard about Patriji before on television sometimes, and around 20 years back, I think I heard something in Indian also. So as the saying goes, when we hear something, we normally forget. But when we see, we do remember. But when we mix with people like Brahma Rishi and the great movements, we understand what it is. So Patriji Garu, after meeting you, a lot of transformation happened. After you left Bali, I tried to contact you a couple of times. I was asking Mr. Manojji your number, and fortunately, somehow I couldn't get connected to you directly. But I always wish and seek to be in touch with you. Thank you very much for this opportunity today. And today, as I said today, the question is of my topic today is happiness or purpose of life. So that is the topic. So what is the time? I'm allotted 20 minutes, Manoj Garu?
As much as possible. No limit for you.
There. ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ నా వందనములు. I am a great learned man, Gamiro. మీ గురించి మొన్న I was talking to Dr. B.K. Modi ji also, because he is producing a movie called Shankaracharya.
Okay.
So I was talking about Dr. B.K. Modi with you, who is trying to open up a very great big Balinese Indian Bali cultural temple in Bali. He said that we need to make the culture, important concept is the culture, bringing cultures together. So he was talking about these things. Then I mentioned about you and simplicity. I said, yeah, we should work together. We can all go together in Chapna Raina. So it's so nice. Thank you very much for this opportunity, what I have today. So my topic today is the purpose of life. What is life? What happens between life? The matters of life. Patriji, sorry, because Whenever you are sitting and listening to us, I always like to listen from you than me talking to you. So you're a great nectar. You're an ocean. We are not even a fish in that ocean. So, and the greatness in my last seminar, I was talking to a seminar organized by the same PSM group from America. So where I was talking about some purpose, they were talking to me about these things. Then I said about happiness, I was calling you as a Vishwamanava. I call you as a Vishwamanava, Patriji. Please accept my thing, because you are the only person whom I have seen who does go along with everybody, but you take along everybody and you don't lead. You make us lead and stand back and correct us. So you are an elbow or a backbone to the whole society. So that is what the whole thing is all about. So it's not you are not happy, you share your happiness. You make others feel happy. You make others feel comfortable. There's a Sanskrit saying, Paropakaraya vahanti nadyaha, Paropakaraya duhanti gavaha, Paropakaranta palanti ruksha, Paropakaratam vidam shariram. So you definitely lead, prove and show. So ma adrushtumadi, a great masters like you who are in front of us, you are a living God to us. We can follow you. Today's youth, today's people in the world don't only need Swamijis and Gurujis, but also they need people who are the four walkers. Mundra vachi, how to lead. So that is what is greatest thing, a guru, what I found in you is that greatness I found. I'm not just trying to pamper you, but I'm telling you the fact is that you stand behind people and lead them to the front and make them work. That's what is required in today's world. And for all this great service and devotion to the whole world, on behalf of Bali, Indonesia community, as well as the rest of all the world, please accept our humble pranams and greetings from everybody, and also from the Bali India Friendship Association, also from the World Hindu Youth Organization. Thank you very much, Patriji. Now, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to you also. Well, I know this is not a one-to-one meeting. I'm not addressing and talking to Patriji. Now I am forgetting Patriji is not here. I am talking to my audience. Namaskaram. Thank you very much. So today's my topic is about purpose of life. What is the purpose of life? Why have you come here? So everybody has got a reason for coming to this world. So what is the purpose? So as I keep on telling, the moment today we get a baby, the mom is pregnant, they start naming the child. What should be our name of our child? Once the delivery is too close, immediately the parents start thinking, should be a boy or a girl. Once the baby is come, what type of delivery it should be? And today it has gone up to such a stage that we have become self-Brahmas. We want to decide even when, what time our baby has to be born. It has come to that particular stage. We humans try to overseek nature and try to master and rule everything because we are thinking that we know everything and everything is in our hands. Honestly, not so. So after the baby is born, right in the cradle, you say, okay, he is a doctor, he is an engineer, he is a scientist, he is a computer technician. You already name your baby in the cradle. The minute the baby is named in the cradle, you go to the school, you find the best school, you find the best university, you find the best job. So you find everything best. So the desires always keep coming and coming and coming. So the minute the baby is born, without the knowledge, something called as stress, stress, is induced by the parents. It's induced, it is already induced to that small baby. So it has to do according to our requirement. We all become the directors. We want that product to become what we need it to be. Suppose if that product is not what we want, if the product does not choose the way what we want, there we start getting problems into, this is not the way I want, this is not, you should not do this. So we put lot of hindrance goals stage by stage, stage by stage. So if you see all these things, going to school, finding a job, getting university, getting degrees, getting money, getting married, getting everything. Today morning, I was into a very big family today for a Ganesh Chaturthi Puja. They have everything in the world. Nothing is less for them. But still they said, Guruji, indiko stress. I am not happy. You know, everybody in Jakarta is stressed. Everybody in the world is stressed. Everybody in Bali is stressed. What is the reason? There are some impediments. Yes, you know the present condition, which what happens is the situation what we are today in is exactly what is against humans, because we humans always derive and devise and control nature and say this is what it has to be. It has to go like this, ilapovali. We all streamline it purposefully, contently. We have designed everything. But in this mad rush of time, in the mad rush of going to seek our goal, we often forget that there is someone above us who tries to control. We forget ourselves, we forget nature. We are all running behind something. We didn't think about where did we come from, where am I, what's the purpose, where are we going, what's my goals. Oh, is my goal is to buy a car? Is my goal is to buy a house, to have a good food, or to get some achievements, to get some great prizes, to buy all the things we want. But there's something called as a mission statement. We need to have a mission. That mission is lacking in our life. So what is that? What is it lacking? It is asking or lacking our own life. What values are important? What values are not important? This one, we have no time to write. What is the purpose? Is it experience? It's a huge question. What is the purpose of life? Even great Gnanis, we are as a social scientist, as a philosophers, as a thinkers, as a part of understanding something, intellectuals, so-called intellectuals, we try to explain something to people, but still is that we are happy is more very, very important. So when I went like 6-7 months back, I think, I was in India in a part of a ceremony where there was a great speaker who was talking about so many very good things. He was talking about the mother, he's talking about the essence of father, mother. He gave a very strong message. How important is that to respect? How important is this to be stress-free? He gave a lot of important messages, one after the other. Finally, I couldn't catch the flight that day. There was some delay in the flight. Then he said, where are you going, Guruji? I said, no, I'm going to the airport. It's my house is on the way. I want to accompany for a while. Just let's have some small drink before you go. Please come. So such a great person. I couldn't say no. I joined with him. Elano. So the minute I go to the house, I saw his mother or an elderly woman just in front of the veranda, what we call veranda, the front part of the house. She was lying there. Immediately he called his wife and started firing. How many times I told you, don't make this old lady sleep in the front. You don't know, I get some guests sometime always. I was shocked. Yemara in Into Guruji, he spoke about the values of life. He spoke about parents. He spoke about respecting people. Intanni maatladreina. I can't believe myself. Is this person talking to the old people like this? So the question came up. My mind kochedi. So what we practice is more important than what we teach. So my practice is very, very important than the preaching itself. So Patriji and your old community I have seen, they are not just preaching. They are not only teaching, but they are doing. There's so many things in the world, what we do, people just follow. I never tell my son to do this. I just do. He sees, he follows. He must be aware that my parents are doing this and the children should automatically do, the neighbors will automatically do. A small instance, when Brahma Rishi Patriji came to our ashram that day, he had no language that day. They were all very, very conservative people there. and they were very hard to listen to any language apart from their own language. And I saw how gently you disappeared from that area. You sat in that area. You made all of them to come there. You draw your beautiful, great flute. You mesmerize the whole people there. And without language, barrier, contact, priest, anybody for that matter, all of them, I could say, was so happy in the ashram that day. Everybody was sitting and deeply involved in that peaceful flute, and so simple, very simple stages. Just close your eyes, watch your breath, enjoy it. But I thought, is meditation that simple? So you all know we are born in a typical Orthodox family. We are Brahmins. From 5 years old, we are doing meditation. So many things we have been practicing and practicing. And we make it so hard for the people to understand. But PSSM, very simple, nicely, smoothly delivers what has to be delivered. So the two important things is, there are two most important days in our life. That is the day you are born and the day you will find out why you were born. This is very important. Even now I feel that these two are very important days. The day you are born, and the day you start thinking, why was I born? That is the day of your real birth. So you start thinking. So now, what is the purpose of life? It's very important. We are here to serve others, not to live wholly for ourselves. It makes a very big difference. Giving something and taking something. They are two different elements. When you give something, the life is very different. So that when you take something, again, it is different. Some people get happiness in giving. Some people get happiness in taking. There are two parts of life also. Now, consider the life of four people who are talking about what we are made up of. The first person says that, oh no, we are just simply made up of flesh, bone, and blood and all those things. Second person will say, hey, no, actually we know human body is filled with 70% of water. The third person may say, well, if you really want to know, we are mostly empty. The fourth says, no, we are really only light. It's just pure light. We are just light. We are pure light. Which is correct? Is that we are made of flesh and bone? Is that we are only made of water? Or is that we are made of empty space? Or we just of pure light? Which is correct? Yeah, everybody's views are different. Most of them are correct. It depends on the level of what similarity you are thinking. Everybody has a purpose. It is either the questions or the answers itself is important. Now, as you know, always the top purposes is we need to share love. We need to give. That's what you have been always telling. Share love, share love. And Patriji, especially the Dharma Vachanas, what you spoke about in the Basveshwara Vachanas, Kirtanamrutas, it's so simple and so clear. It says, share your love, give to others, increase your light, learn wisdom, accept yourself. So when you share the love, you enjoy the mystery. When you create your reality, you follow the spirit. So you reveal the present, you will definitely experience the joy. If your true purpose of life is only to follow, just naturally follow. Love everyone. Don't be selective in whom you share your love. Try. It's very hard. Easy to talk, but difficult to give. Share your love. Give a smile. You give a smile, definitely you get back a smile. You frown, you know what you get back. So giving others, sharing love. We are here to serve others and not to live wholly for ourselves. That will make a big difference in the world. This increases the light. This will increase our spirit. This will flow lightly. So you will have a good bearing capacity of life. Now, When you're living in life, try to read something. I know reading may not be enjoyable for everybody. Some people like to listen, some people like to read. And today's technology is so good. You could read, you can listen, you could watch, you can do both. As I said, audio and video. There are a lot of very good technologies what we have today than those days. Those days, Shravana Matrena, we only listen. Those great acharyas, those great leaders, those great rishis, those great masters, just by listening everything, they put everything on the smrutis, on their values. And today we have only, at least I think we have just only 20 to 30% what they have given us. Rest is all lost because we had no proper technology. But people like PSSM, people like many like body institution are trying to move and give wisdom to everybody. Now learn wisdom. So how do you learn wisdom? Read the best books. Learn as much as you can. Pure wisdom is not end in yourself, but it's better to serve others. So when you keep serving, automatically you get new ideas. Automatically you get great knowledges. Automatically you get huge talents. Accepting yourself. Flow with who you are. Do not complain. The point is we must develop critical thinking skills. Now, what is critical thinking skills? When, what, why, who, how. So you have to draw a circle and stand out of the circle and start thinking about these critical thoughts. The minute you develop these critical thinking skills, you get answers for most of your questions because you know that the problem is not around you, you are in the problem. You are the creator of the problem. So since you created, you are the one who need to come out of the problem. So problems cannot be just given by somebody or taken by somebody. Everything is by us. So we need to start accepting ourselves. So flow with yourself, flow with your parents, flow with your community, flow with your neighbors, flow with your country. If you start complaining, you can't choose your parents. You can choose your friends. You can't choose where you need to be born. There are so many things, what we see we want. If everybody starts thinking that, there's no end. You can never be happy because this life disappears so fast like that. So now you need to accept yourself, accept your inclinations, accept your purpose, feel and flow with your emotions. Enjoy that. So enjoy the mystery. Wonder at the beauty of life. Do not try to think everything intellectually. Okay, bidda, papa, one small baby. Look at the way how a baby looks into this world. It's so happy. It looks everything. It welcomes everything with a smile. So that's what a set of mind we should have. Now, how to get this is reality. You need to create your own reality. Now, how to create reality? It's spear. You can choose how you want to be, but be bold. Be bold and decide what you want to do and what you really want to do. Move towards that goal. Move towards that vision. Move towards that power. I see a lot of volunteers. I'll see a lot of great masters. They don't think about anything. Their only mindset is to be happy, to be relaxed, to have a peace of mind. So how to develop that peace of mind is that they have created their own reality. Are we undergoing through some turbulence? Hello?
Yes, no, sir, you can continue.
Thank you. So I was listening to some turbulence voice, Manoj Garu. I thought, is it something you're
Let me check.
on time or something? No, right? Okay. Now, follow the spirit. Trust that inner voice that leads you and prompts you. Everybody will listen to everyone. You can listen to me, you can listen to Patriji, you will listen to gurus, you will listen to your parents, teachers, friends, everything. The moment you decide to take things into your ears and it goes and register in your mind, and that mind will store it as a central processing unit, and it will prompt you to take it back from there and make it happen. That is the day that the purpose is served. We listen. When we listen, we need to store. When we store, you need to retrieve. Input అయిన తక్షణం దాన్ని process చేసి, after that process, you need to get the output. That is the spirit. The moment that spirit comes out, you listen to Guruji, you listen to Patriji. He gives you very simple ways of meditating, simple ways to be, how to be happy. After you listen and you forget it, then and there, next day yours the same. Pardon there, padra, something, there's something Telugu, I heard that, I forgot those things. So it does not work. People who are alcoholic, you sit with them and talk to them the whole 10-day story. They listen everything. After they say, "Okka nimishamo," they'll go and do what they should do again. Again, they are in their own lokam. So they're happy with that because this mindset is registered for that. Ade marga, this intoxication comes only in that state of mind. See a drunkard, he is in a different state of mind. See a gnani, see a yogi, he is in a different set of mind. Shankaracharya so beautifully defends Udara pichtam bahukta vesham pahi murari. He very clear in Shankaracharya says about in Bhaja Govindam. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudavate. It's very, that paragraph, yes, very clearly said. Samprapte sannahite kale nahi nahi rakshate dukurna karane. When your time comes, everything is gone. So, the coming back to the retrieval stage here, as the alcoholic person finds happiness in drinking that, the minute he gets that influence, until he is intoxicated, is all fine and happy. See the minute that is not there. Look at his withdrawal symptoms. You see people when you go to the centers, de-addiction centers, it's so very, very pitiful. They're all our brothers and sisters. So for all these people, PSM is the only answer. Slowly, 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 the whole world has to get into this sort of principle of meditation. So this meditation, as Patriji is doing, and you're all doing it very good, that it has to go in a very, very, very simplest, easiest way, which has to reach the lowest people of the society. There are different types of meditations. Now, meditation is very commercial. You can do a meditation course by paying so much money. You can't get this with money. There are so many things in this world what money cannot buy. Today, Corona has taught that effect, what money cannot do. So, you should experience the joy. The ultimate purpose of life is to happiness. But happiness comes when you pursue it easily by yourself. So it is you. You have to accept. You like it or don't like it. You need to experience. You need to accept that. And you need to revel in the present. What do you mean by revel in the present? Means find joy and engagement in your day-to-day activity. Whatever work you are doing, whatever is your way of life, seek happiness in that. Do not complain about what you are doing. The minute you start complaining about what you're doing, there is a lot of induced energy within yourself that you don't want to do something and you're doing, that itself is stress. Now, you should find joy and engagement in your day-to-day activity. Recognize your point of power in the present action. Come to know that this is all Maya, this is all illusion of time. So you should follow the purpose of life. So this life is a very big experiment. Now, if you want to create, if you want to balance your career, against your family. It's very hard nowadays. In my life, I want to balance my career against my family and goals. I simply don't want to keep on working long hours for the sake of it. I need to be able to enjoy the pleasure of life outside my work. I want to take full holidays. I won't be able to pick up my daughter from school. I don't have time to meet my children. I don't have time to spend my life with people. There's so many questions. So, if I chustavu pote, what is the purpose of life? This question keeps on coming, hitting us every time. So there are so many Mahatmas, great soul in this country, in this world. They have become legends. What do you want legend? These people will still talk even though they are more than hundreds of years. Even though they are not with us anymore, still they are living with us. Because they create an action and a trial for people to follow. So the PSSM movement must be like this movement, which is creating a trial for people across the globe, how they can lead a simple life by meditation. So what next? You all know, one day we are going to get old, for sure. Our eyes will getting worse. Look at me. I have my glasses. I'm 50. Without these glasses, I'm blind. I can't see things. Our legs become weak. We get very senile. Sometimes we are so stressed, we don't even remember what we are eating. There's some stage in our life, one day, we don't even remember who we are. Forget about those types of terrific diseases, whatever we have, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, all those things. Leave those people. I'm talking about regular people. Because you don't enjoy your life. Now, I am in charge of how I feel today. I am choosing my happiness. Adi sankalpamu. That is your wish. Now, you should make a wish saying that actually I will decide how I will choose my happiness. Actually, happiness is a byproduct. The happiness allows, how does this happiness come? It's a byproduct of bringing goodness into others. You get happiness not only in yourself, by seeing how other people are happy. Patanjali's concept is help me to help you. That day in the resort, when I saw him, there was a program going on. He ate his food happily. He was with me. He was eating food. Suddenly it disappeared. Then I said, where he went? I saw him happily. He was sitting beside the pool, just taking a nap, just resting back there, very humbly. Then he said, okay, bye. The life is that he knows what to do when. Most of us forget. Actually, happiness is a byproduct. So he said, okay, his aim was to make the program, make people meditate, make them feel happy. It is very important. Somebody seeing, if you are happy by seeing others happy, that is called Manava. Mahan Manava. Mahatmas, they are great souls. That's why I call him Vishwa Manava. He mixes with everybody. He sees happiness in others. He says, help me to help you. Now, you and you. Always we are there. Are you aware of your likes and dislikes? We don't know. So many things we don't know what we like, and we also don't know what we don't like sometimes. We also don't know how many likes we have, how many dislikes we have. Sometimes there's a priorities in our life. So every day our priorities keep changing. Why every day? Within hours, within second. Suppose you're going to your friend's house and say, one particular class guy of a society come. Hey, sorry, my one VIP has called, I have to go. While you're going, another VIP calls. Hey, wait. Sir, I can call you back. There's one more VIP coming now. I have to meet them. So your priorities, according to your wishes, whatever you get, your mind attracts. There's a pull. There's always a gravitational pull on you. We push and pull factors until we try to know if somebody is pushing us or somebody is pulling us or we've been pushed by ourselves or pulled by ourselves. You need to understand what are the priorities of life. What is the specific reason of this priority? Are there any core values for these priorities? Sometimes we don't know why we respect somebody, why we hate somebody also. So there's a mission, there's a purpose. So if you want to write yes and no, you can write all these things. You should know so many things. So there are so many things in this world. People still believe that now most of them, I think, I've understood now. We have a lot of things that money cannot buy. Now they come to a sort of understanding that money cannot make everybody happy. You cannot buy manners with money. Morals, respect, important character. How can you buy this? And at least common sense, trust, patience, the class, the integrity, love. So happiness is the final ending for everything. So how to be happy? You can be happy only when you have a strong body. So how to make a strong body? Strong body undalante, brain undala. Brain panchavalante, when the brain must work, you need to keep the brain properly by feeding it properly. Now from those days, we are talking about pranayama. Om bhuhu, om bhuvaha, om suvaha. They thought, oh, these rishis are just keeping their nose. See any Vedic ceremonies. After Sankalpa, it starts pranayamya, om bhuhu, om bhuvaha, om suvaha. What is this? It's your breathing techniques. It stabilizes your brain. It stabilizes your mind. So this important stability to make your body strong, to make a healthy thing, if you need to achieve anything in life, all that we need is this Stula Shariram. Yeah. Now the other identity is soul and body. I'm not going to that chapter today. So this is a very big chapter again. I'm just talking about your body. I'm just trying to say this. Your body is your temple. That is your product. Without that, you can't do anything. You need all your sense organs to work. You need your brain to work. You need food to eat. You are not eating only for living, but you're also eating to keep this body in a good condition that they will go. So there are so many rishis, so many great people. They live with fasting, with proper food. What a great concept. In the Chunde, here, two things our Patriji talks about. I read few of his books. I didn't read many of his books. I got some 10, 15 books from Mr. Manojji, that only those books I have read. But he's like a Panchamurtam. He mixes everything and communicates to a man in a very simple way. So that is, if I study Vedas and talk about Vedas, it's very hard. So he says that how to keep your mind happy, how to keep your body properly, what type of input you should give to your body, yem tinalanu, what should you eat? Are we born animals? Is our body fit to eat so many things? Are we carnivorous? Is our teeth designed like that? So there are so many questions. So he teaches Satvika Aharam. He says vegetarian food. Vegetarian food, I call it very sattvic. So Satvika Aharam tinte, automatically your brain works properly. So we have to know what to eat, how to breathe. It's a great Panchamurtam. Patraji is teaching you both. He is teaching you how to eat, what to eat, which is good, which is bad. He tells everything. And he says, enjoy your life also. He never said, don't do this, don't do that. No. And I'm very happy. He's such a humble man. Everybody he calls Guruji. Every day, everyone he calls Maharishi. Because he treats himself, everybody, the way he looks himself. How he looks, takes care of himself, the same way he takes care of other people. That is what is the most essential core of a guru. What? It's my individual opinion. I don't know what other people say. My opinion is that a guru is a one who practices, who does, who leads, who shows. Rest, automatically people will follow. He's telling you very clearly what is good to eat, what is not good to eat. And he also speaks about how to keep your body fine, how to keep your brain fine. Body unte brain, brain unte body, all these things we know. So both is very, very properly synchronized. Other day I was seeing one small video. I don't know, Manoj Garu, if I have permission, I'll tell that. I was seeing that one Telugu video you showed me YouTube with one film star. I don't remember who is that guy. I don't know. You know, you sent me one video about people who are enjoying life. Patriji was talking after with him for a long time. He said that, you are saying, I enjoy my life. You also enjoy my life. I also enjoy one day in my life. I also go do this, do that. So transparent, so open. So he's telling people, a guru is setting up very clear examples, good and bad, yes and no, guidelines. That is more important. Now, happiness is often, sometimes very hard. That's because we have desire. Desire is the root cause of all the miseries. So we should fix up how much desire we want. That is also very, very important. How much desire we should have, that's also very important. Who don't want? I want everything. You also want everything. Everybody wants everything. If everybody could get everything, then it's very hard. Everyone wants happiness, but one thing is simple, I understand, is everybody wants happiness. No one wants pain. Who needs pain? But you can't make a rainbow without little rain. To make a rainbow, you need little water, you need rain. So you must know how you should make that rainbow. We face many setbacks to do this. And we always ask, if something happened, Ayo Devda, why me? Endukra nenu? Why should it happen to you? Karma will not leave anybody. Whatever has to happen will happen. So there is no end for karma. Karma is Newton's law of motion. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So now, so in pursuit of this happiness, I saw an English movie that was good also, Pursuit of Happiness. It was a nice movie too. I liked that. So people cannot make anybody happy. Whatever you do, people are happy. So I was saying that, I think you know the story, how a girlfriend asked the heart of his mother. This crazy fellow goes, kills the mother, and brings the heart and gives to his girlfriend and said, okay, now you marry me. And this girlfriend says back, you are such a stupid guy. This person whom you loved most, who took care of you, just because I came today, you brought her heart to me. So what is a guarantee that somebody beautiful than me comes tomorrow? You will do the same to me. You better go back. So when this heart fell down, the mother's heart says, please take care of yourself, my son. So you know the story of the golden eggs and all those things. So pursuit of pleasure, power, all problems start when we seek pleasure, when we seek happiness. So this will get to disappointment. The minute you get disappointment, you have an empty feeling. We have a boredom. You have anxiety. Then starts addiction. You get into a lot of addictions. This is the stage where people get into addictions because they don't get what they are. They're not happy. Why they use all bad drugs? Why they use bad things which is not allowed in society, which is not good for human beings? Because they try to seek happiness, because they don't know the way that just by controlling your breath, by just doing simple meditation, you can be happy. That is not reaching people. There's some other problem also in this world today. When you give something free, people don't take it. Same meditation program, $220, and yesterday people are happy to go buy it. If something comes free, that's also a problem. So we need to think. So this pursuit of happiness life got a feeling, boredom, anxiety, obesity, bankruptcy, depression, final ga rehab center adi work aledante. So he said, he was telling, Patriji was telling, when I was in high school, I wanted to do something like that. I was listening, it was so funny. So everybody, even the great masters experienced this karma. Everybody has got this. So now the necessity is only the faith. Only in faith we find the meaning and possibility. We need to have faith. Faith is infinite, meaning is the finite existence of man. Meaning is that is not destroyed. It's no suffering. There's no depression. There's no seek of solace, or there's no death. So only in faith we can find the meaning and possibility in life. So for that, what we should have a proper perspective. Yemi perspective, spirituality over materialism, which is important. Spirituality na materialism. Only time and perspective will let you know which is important. So first is happiness. Enjoy ati sukha, over happiness ka undala everybody. To have ati sukha, second happiness is bhoga sukha, and third is conclusion. So coming back again, I'm telling you, ati sukha means first happiness. So enjoy economically, sufficient wealth, acquire everything in this world, be happy, but in a righteous way. Dharmo rakshita rakshitaha. So there are four things: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So dharma is righteousness. Everything we should through dharma. So if you do anything through dharma, is acceptable. If not, it is not acceptable. Next is avoid livelihood that is harmful to others. Don't put yourself into problem. At least others also into problem. So there are so many bad professions, you know. Don't go into these things. And you see animal slaughters, poisoning, animal slaughter. So I feel so sad when I even think about those slaughterhouses. When I think about prani, I say, you have no right to kill anything in this world. Have you given life? Did you create anything? Then what right do you have to kill? We have no control. Humans forget that. So there's in Kannada guy and Basaveshwara, I think even Patriji books I read about this. Abbakke tanda harikeya kuri ತೋರಣಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದ ತಳಿರ ಮೇಯುತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಕೊಂದವರು ಉಳಿದರೆ. A sheep, a goat bought for a sacrifice, they put some grass, some feet to that, they put a garland, they put some tilak, it's very happy, and this person is with the sword ready to slaughter it. He does not know there's someone up above keeping a sword on his neck also. So this is not our life. We are not entitled to kill anything. We should eat sattvic food, what God gave us. God gave us everything. God gave us life. God gave life to those animals and everything. It has to live by itself. We shouldn't do anything. So what now God has done to us? He said, better stay at home. Social distancing, stay safe, and put us all. So Bhoga Sukha is spending their wealth liberally on himself. Family. So you have more money, just spend everything for your family. You buy the best car, you buy the best thing. This is Bhoga Sukha. That's not important. You should do good things. If you have Paropakarartham idam shariram. See, build some hospitals, build some charity houses, temples, meditation centers, help the sick. All these things is very important. In this you should find happiness. That is second happiness. That is Bhoga Sukha. So my conclusion now, fourth happiness is Ananya Sukha. Means, what is Ananya Sukha? Ananya Sukha means be happy, be free from debts, be free from gratitude. Don't have any debts. Everything you clear off. Be happy. Don't borrow. Don't give. Be happy with what you have. Fourth happiness is, we call this Anavaja Sukha. Means you always try to live a good life without committing evil through all your manasa, vacha, artha. So this is all important stages where you should sit. So Manusvarita means a wholesome state of mind. Means you always have a thinking about helping others and always have a compassion and sick and poor. So when this comes to your mind, now your mind will have a nirvana, free stage. Okay, you start forgetting about yourself and you start forgetting about the rest of the world, but you're only focused with what you have is sufficient. Now, there are so many obstacles to achieve this goal, but it's very hard that we don't need to achieve everything. The conclusion is money earned honestly, spent wisely, invested in service of humankind will get true happiness. So money is not everything. Money is not everything. Human life is more important. So please always you are known by what you read with your friends. Please always serve, live happily, live and let live happily. I know Manoj Garu, I can see a slabbing on your trim. I think I am running out of time. So don't worry. Now I am coming to my end of my small short talk. I'm not a great teacher like Patriji who can share a lot of thoughts. I don't know. He's an ocean. I'm saying you again and again, he's an ocean. It's our responsibility to collect all the great materials in the ocean and transfer it to the new generation. I try my best to do my service, whatever I should, whatever I can on behalf of the PSM in Bali also. I know we're all working together. Our only mission is to spread the concepts of meditation to see that Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Swastik Prajabhyam Paripalayantam Gyayena Margena Mahi Mahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Sarvamangalani Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaskaram.